this is not uncommon. What is happening right now is not uncommon. There's so many times where a new business, a new opportunity, ground floor, founder position pops up and people jump. And that's okay. I want to go through a whole deep info about it. I'm going to go with you kind of about what it's all about. Then additionally, I'm going to share with you five things you definitely want to consider prior to making any decisions. But my goal is to speak without naming names of companies, as well as keeping it very matter of fact. And I'll put this out as a podcast as well as on YouTube so that you can share it, because guess what? It's going to be happening to your business, whether it's this business or another business. Whatever business you're going to be growing, it's going to happen to you, whether you're that person that's swayed or your downline is being poached or savagely ravaged or whatever the term might be. I'm really trying to make sure that I am not trying to tell someone, don't go, as well as I'm not trying to protect you. Hopefully this makes sense. So my reasons for doing this is not to try to put a big blanket over coaches so that they won't go to the other side. That's not my goal at all. Because if you want to go over the other side, go. I can't change your mind to either stay or go or build or fail or whatever. I can't change that for you. This is just going to be completely all of your decision. So I want to go through this because it's big, hot, and heavy right now. Huge, hot, and heavy right now, where there's a lot of people who are now being dangled with something shiny, grass greener on the other side. I wanted to discuss the opportunities where people really get swayed to go to a different side, a different company, a different opportunity. And that is where grass is greener on the other side is being dangled over their face, or a shiny thing, or even discrediting what the person is doing or validating that they shouldn't be where they are. And look at this new amazing opportunity that is so easy. First of all, if it's easy, it's probably not going to stay for the long term. That's first what you want to consider. If it's easy, and if you get in right away and you're immediately rolling in the dough, or you're being promised that you're going to roll in the dough, that's a red flag for me, first of all. And I've seen it actually happen, because back a couple years ago when there was a brand new other company that popped up that was kind of in competition with one of our products, many people jumped ship. And when they jumped ship, they were promised as soon as they joined, they would get this big pot of gold bank. And they may have gotten a bonus once they joined, but after that, the reality showed up. And honestly, since then, I really even don't know the legitimacy of that business, if it's still even open and running. I know that the founders were brought up on a lot of legal issues, and a lot of people jumped ship. They went to a different network marketing business again. That is one of my points that we're going to be talking about. So this is not uncommon. It's going to happen again and again and again. And there's this new one now where there's many people jumping over. You may have already been approached from someone within our organization that you may have trusted, or that you saw as a leader, or that they've had success in this business. So you're thinking in your mind, wow, if that person's leaving, that must be a great opportunity. I'm going to go. Remember, perception is not always reality. Perception is not always reality. So you may see that person as showcasing their success, or they may have hit a title, but that doesn't always mean that they maintain that title. That doesn't always mean that the level of productivity and forward growth in their business was continuing. Maybe they did it in a falsified manner. Who knows? Maybe they stepped away and didn't continue developing their business, and everything just starts to crumble. Because when a leader steps away, things start to crumble. You don't really know what the reality of someone's so-called life really is. So don't always think, wow, that person's going, I must go because they know what they were doing over here. That's not always the case. So don't always believe that. First question I have to just ask for you is, what is in your belly? What is the real reason that you are doing your own business? Trying to carve out time to create your plan B, your level of success? What is the real reason that you're doing this? I spoke about this at Beachbody Summit 2 years ago, so about 2015, and I was supposed to share, why am I still showing up in this business when I've showed up? I've achieved the top in the company twice. I've achieved multimillionaire status. I've achieved a lot of awards in this. So why do I keep growing a team? Why do I keep showing up? That's why they wanted me to speak on that topic 2 years ago at Summit. And it's not to achieve a title. It's not to earn a certain amount of money to buy a big house. All of the reasons why I continue to be in the trenches with my team is because of my deep belly purpose. I am not doing it for the money. I am not selling people product to earn quick commission. I am not signing on coaches and trying to push them into creating volume and to building a team for my gain. I'm not doing that. I am available to help anyone who wants to change their future and help change other people's futures as well. I will mentor you all day because I really want you to have success. But I can't make you have that success. I can't make you do this business. I can't make you decrease the time and obligations of other things that you have in your life so that you can do some of this. I can't make you. That's a decision on your part. But my purpose, I really love helping people become successful. Success defined in so many different ways, by creating a lot more confidence in themselves, to helping other people do things that they didn't think was ever possible in their lifetime, to moving people into achievements, into professional growth and development that was just not in their cards. That's me. It wasn't in my cards to have any level of income or success. My cards were dealt for me by not having a supportive family growing up, by being poor, by being on state support for medical and food stamps. I was on government. I was on government support because I didn't have the income. And I only could go to college for a couple of years to get an associate's degree because I had to get out there working. I had to make money. I didn't have mom and dad paying for anything. I didn't have any of that. So I had to hurry up and go to school and then hurry up and get a job. And my job that I could only get limited my ability for earning, which at the time was the max I earned, $25,000. So $25,000 was basically my cards because of my upbringing, because I'm not that smart and I don't like going to school. I would prefer to just have a social life more than school. And because I had to be limited by my degree. So my professional growth and development, so ceiling limited. But this has allowed me to expand myself professionally in ways that I never even thought was in my cards. The same thing happens for so many other people. And that's what I love doing. So do I do this because I want to now buy another bigger house? Or do I want to do this because I want my husband to buy the Lamborghini that he keeps pressuring me that he wants, which he's never going to get because I told him if it ever shows up at the house, he is moving out? I don't do it for any of that reason. I live a very good life. We're very smart with our money. We're not frivolous. We're investing a ton. We are working to create multiple sources of income so that I don't need to constantly jump to a different network marketing business and start from the ground up and then do that again. To risk my stability from my family, where for years, the stress and the pressure all on my shoulders to support this family was painful because my husband quit his chief information officer job. He was a CIO vice president for a school. He quit this to do this alongside with me. So where was the money coming from? Me. It depended on my butt sitting at my desk working to try to create stability for our business. So all that stress and all those years invested in this, I'm pretty happy that it's now come to a point where we're very smart in our investments and we don't need to consider starting over. Now, with all of that, so what is in your belly? But also, what do you want to be known for? What is your footprint going to be? What is going to be on your tombstone? What is going to be on your tombstone? What would you be remembered for? That you were the best salesperson out there? That you got so many people on that product? Is that what you want to be known for? Because here's the number one fear. And you probably had this interaction with many people, especially if you were working to build your business. One of the number one fears that people have with joining a network marketing business is, I'm not good at sales. I am just not a salesperson. That is a huge fear. The number one fear, also alongside with rejection, of course. So if I'm putting all of my focus and my stability for my family, my foundation, to be sales, product pushing focus, and that's the depth of it all, I'm going to be in trouble. I'm going to be in trouble because that, to me, again, this is my feeling, is empty. On my tombstone, I sold the most product. I want to have that feeling of changing someone's life. So remember that old saying, and this doesn't exactly relate, but people don't remember what you say, but they remember how you make them feel. That's the same thing. So people don't remember what you sold them. They remember how you made them feel. Remember that. What is in your belly and what do you really want to be known for? What do you want to build as a foundation, your footprint, and your longevity? So shiny things are going to happen. Grass is greener on the other side, always going to happen. Remember, grass is greener where you water it. There's always going to be a new opportunity. So I'm going to talk about the P word, not the nasty P word for other things, but this P word in network marketing, which is called poaching. So I looked at the definition for poaching because poaching is the cardinal sin of network marketing. Poaching, defined, is the illegal practice of trespassing on someone else's property. So illegal in this sense may not be exactly it, but the other definitions are encroachment of property on ideas or rights of someone else. And then another informal definition is to cheat. So poaching, the reason why I bring that up is because right now, heavy and hard, it's a groundbreaking business. Get on this new opportunity. You're going to be a founder. Those are just buzzwords because if you actually pay attention to what people are putting out there, you'll see that the expiration time frame of when to get in on the opportunity and be a founder constantly changes, meaning it keeps moving out. So if you sign up tonight before 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you are going to be a founder, but then after that, it's over, expired, and you're not a founder anymore. Really? Is that how it works? Because I'll tell you legitimately what a founding position is. Founding position is the initial group of people who lay the foundational tracks of signing up whatever network marketing business you've joined. So in a binary system, it's a two-leg position. So the founding position is the initial group of people. There is no real exact timeline of when that stops. So there's no, oh, it just passed this line, you're no longer a founder. There isn't that. But you'll notice if you follow people who claim that stat or promotion to join with them, their founder's position is going to be available again the next day and the next day and the next day. So those are just buzzwords. But poaching is like vultures. Vultures coming in a network marketing, it's a cardinal sin where they go to seek other network marketers to pull them over to the other side. So do you know who or what vultures go for? So think about a vulture out there. We've got these big ones that circle our house out here in Texas. What do you think of when I say vulture? You see a vulture, especially flying around, will come down and swoop in on the weak, the slow, the injured to get them. In network marketing, poaching, vultures sweep in to go after the disgruntled, the struggling, the naive. So think about that for a second. Typically, that's what they're trying to do because it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game, especially in the beginning when there's a big fever. Oh my gosh, we just grew 50 people today. Great. It does sound amazing that you grew so fast, but again, it could be because of vulture type of activity. So here's my first statement to y'all. If you hate or disagree completely with the company that you're in now, then get out. If you hate it, if you disagree, if it feels gross to you, get out. It's not for you. Do something else. Get a regular job. Go to another network marketing business. But in essence, think of it that way. If it's not what you love, just don't even bother, because what you apply hate to grows even more. What are you selling? I know a lot of people think about, I just got to hit Success Club. I have to try to move my rank. I need to get a challenge group growing. So we do think products, which is actually a good thing, because if you didn't think products to help other people, then you would be thinking like a pyramid scheme would be. Because a pyramid scheme, just to quickly in a nutshell, does not have products. A pyramid scheme business is a no product, no service, bodies in. That's what that is. Obviously, Beachbody is not a pyramid scheme. We do have a ton of product, and a lot of times we do focus on that. Now, what are you actually selling someone? So when you're having a conversation with someone who is interested in getting involved in your challenge group or interested in joining the coaching network, what are you selling them? Are you selling them the product? That's not usually the case. You're selling them the after. That's usually what you're selling them on. They've got a vision of a dream, an after in their mind of what they want to have in their life or what they need to change in their life. You're not selling them the most amazing shake because it just is. You're not selling them that. You're selling them the reasons of why using that will do for them, meeting their goals that they really want. It will be something that if they input it into their life, it's going to change their life. So you're not selling products. If you're selling products, you are a salesperson knowing that you're just pushing product to make a buck. And I'm not saying making money is a bad thing, because I want to make money for the time and the effort that I'm putting out there, 100%. But I am not going to take the path of making money where I am pushing people into buying something so I can make a buck. I'm working to help people find a solution because in my belly, I want them to meet that goal that they have. I want them to change their life. I want them to change the situation. I want them to have more self-confidence. I want them to love themselves more. I want them to have a great marriage. All of those things can be something that starts with a product. But I'm not just going to sell them a product because I need to make $30 this month. So that's what's in my belly. But what are you doing? Does it really feel good to you? Does that feel good to you? For when you're having those conversations with people, do you look at it as a self-seeking growth? Or are you having those conversations with people because you know that them getting involved in this community, this lifestyle, this is what you're selling. You're selling them the idea of a lifestyle, not a product. It's not a product. What's going to change in their life? What is going to be a big impact in their life by being involved with you? By buying that product? what's going to change or impact their life. If they get that product, they get involved in the community, they get connected to the resources, they use it, they make changes, they start changing how they feel about themselves. Their mind switches because they're using something that's actually changing more than just their body, their mind. Their mind is what has to change. It's the same thing with weight loss. Every workout works. Every diet plan works. All of it works. It doesn't matter whose company it is. If someone follows it, it will work. What will keep it? What will make it stick? The head. You have to change their mindset. And so if you've got those people that constantly just want that quick fix, they'll get an answer, they'll get a response, they'll get results. But then don't they find themselves right back where they started, possibly even worse, because they never changed their mind. It's all from the mindset and purpose, wanting to change how they live, who they involve themselves with. All right? So can this product change someone's life? Or is this what you're doing, your actions? Why do you do your business every day? Do you sit down and reach out to people because you need to make another check mark for an immediate gratification for yourself? Is that going to be something that stays long term? Every decision I make, and my coaches that work with me know that if they ask me advice about business center placement, or what should I do about this person? Should I do this, which will give me immediate results, gratifications, and success? Or if I do this, it's just going to take a lot more time and effort and a lot longer, but in the long run will be more stable. Which one should I do? I'm always choosing stability, always choosing longevity and stability. I won't make a motion that benefits me tomorrow. I'm making motions that are going to benefit me 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And when you're growing your business, you have to look at future. Every action you're doing now is impacting 10 levels or steps that haven't even happened yet. So sometimes choosing the immediate gratification, the immediate success, the immediate bonus hurts you down the line. So let me go through my 5 little tips here, and I'm going to wrap it up. Here's a good little quote I found. If you don't stand for anything, you will fall for everything. If you don't stand for anything, you will fall for everything. You need to stand strong for what you believe in, what you see passion in, what you know is good. Like, you want to feel good. Don't you want to feel good about what you're doing? I know you don't want to feel icky. I know you don't want to be labeled that person. I know you don't want to be walking in Target and someone who knows you sees you and they take a totally different aisle because they don't want to be in your path. I know that is not your goal. So think about your growth in your business and what you're standing strong on, even though it might be hard. Even though you just haven't figured it out yet, even though you get a lot of rejection, even though you are getting ridiculed by your family, even though it's been years and you still haven't shown up as a success in your business. That's all normal. It's all normal. And as long as you know that that's normal, and you're working to always better yourself, learn how to be better, learn new skills, keep going forward and tweaking as you go, you're going to finally find what works. But when you try and you fail and you don't start again, then you cannot prove anything. I always think about this when people are trying to do something and they suck at it, they fail at it, or they're getting a lot of rejection, or they're just not making any traction. I always think about that failure, the failure, and how many times in life do we fail and give up? It's human. We don't want to be failures in life. I mean, I don't think anybody says, yes, let me please be a failure. But when you want to succeed and really find your way and make some forward motion traction towards your goals, you have to learn from the failures. You have to fall. You have to make mistakes. And I don't think things are mistakes. I look at everything as a learning process. I was teaching a dance class this morning, and while I was teaching, the song is about, it's called, from Little Mix, it's called Shout Out to My Ex. And in the chorus, it's a shout out to my ex. You really are the best. You broke my heart and you made me who I am. Something like that. But I was like, after that dance was over, I asked my class, I said, you guys were thinking of one of your ex-boyfriends, weren't you? Because I know I was. If I didn't date that loser who cheated on me so long, and I was glazed over thinking it wasn't happening, I would have never been the person I am today. I would have never found my husband. I would not have had the life I'm living now with complete trust, with no doubt in my relationship. Because of that ex. It was a learning lesson. Thank God I had that relationship to show me who I am. And that's the case with this. This is going to show you who you are. It will. Just believe in it. It will keep getting better as long as you keep going forward. Point number 1. If you are being poached by someone, poached, again, moved over to a different network marketing business, join into this. If you're being told, hey, come on over, being sent a private message, phone calls, whatever it is, you're going to do as what was done to you. So if they did that type of activity to get you into the business, then you're going to do that type of activity to get someone in the business, and your people are going to do the same type of activity. What does that type of activity make you feel? Does it make you feel good? Like, yes, it's a great system of bringing people into an amazing business. Does that make you feel that? To me, it doesn't. To me, it makes me turned off. It makes me feel kind of icky or, wow, desperate. That's what it makes me feel. And if I'm creating that duplication, then that's what everyone else is going to have to do as well, because that's what they're learning from the person above. So think of it in that way. The second point is, guess what? It's not the network marketing business, the MLM that you're in. That's the issue. It's not this company, because here's the truth. If you're not successful in one, you're not going to be successful in another, because you know what you're not really doing that you could or should be doing to be able to grow a business. And all the time I've been coaching coaches, and we do these intensive training to really move business or move their team. Question you always ask, okay, what did we do this week? What did you do? Did you do this, this, and this? No, I didn't. I know I should be. Yep. It's human nature. We don't want to always do what we don't want to do. Sometimes it's a frog. Sometimes it's just a thorn in our side. But that activity won't become comfortable until you become confident. That activity won't become comfortable until you become confident. And the only way to become confident in it is to repeatedly do it so you find your way. Keep tweaking, tweaking, tweaking until you find your way. That's the only way. So here's a little analogy. This network marketing business and that shiny network marketing business over there that is ground floor amazing, what's the difference? It's like two different kinds of cars. Here we have a Toyota Corolla. That's one car. And over here, we have the Escalade. Oh no, we should probably change that. Let's change it to Lamborghini for my husband. Okay, so over here, we've got the Toyota Corolla. And over here, we've got the Lamborghini. Out of those two, I mean, two amazing different companies. That Lamborghini is an amazing company. But here's the thing. If you're going to success, so success is way down the road about 5 miles, and you've got these two different vehicles. One's a Lamborghini, one's a Corolla, and you're going both towards success. Does it mean that one company is better than another, that it's going to get there? guess what? They're both gonna get there. They're both gonna get there if they are using the right directions and map, if they're following the correct roads to get there, if they have their foot on the gas, if they are educating themselves and have the knowledge and skills that they're applying. Both vehicles, no matter if one looks better than another, is going to get to success as long as those other things are happening. Timing may be different. That's it. So the timing may be different, but for longevity and purposes, they're all going to get there. The third point, I learned this from Darren Hardy, and it is so true in every part of our life, that everything has an up and a down, up and a down. And he uses a pendulum. So as a pendulum, when he talks about, he's talking about rejection. But in rejection, people swinging over here to the good, happy side and swinging over here to the, oh, this is horrible, rejection, nasty side. Normally, people don't really want to feel much rejection. But if you've ever swung a pendulum or a metronome, you know that it's going to equally swing to both sides. So if you only go in this little path of feeling good and then feeling bad, you're only going to feel a little bit. But if you push the, I want to get more rejection, you're going to get more positivity. It's just the natural cycle of life. What you put out, you'll get back 10 times. What are you putting out? So if you're putting out bad network marketing techniques, if you're talking bad about other people, if you're putting out their drama and negativity, if you're putting that out there, you're going to get 10 times it back at you. What do you want back at you? I'm looking for positivity. I'm looking for success in other people. That's the reason why you're going to be a success in this business. Because when you go out for your own gain, you're not going to have long-term success. When you go out to make and help other people become successful, naturally, boom, that's what happens. You become successful. It swings. And in this business, yep, I am not going to sugarcoat it. This past year for Beachbody, it was difficult. Volume was lower. There was cancellations, people jumping ship. Sure, it wasn't a super happy, positive experience for coaches. There was challenges. A lot of people were losing income because the company swung down a little bit. You know what? First of all, if you look at the projection in the company, for the 10 years that it's been open for the coaching network, it's been a hockey stick. Basically, Beachbody's growth pattern is a network marketing company's dream. It's been what they call a hockey stick, where it's constantly going up. But there's those moments where it's going up, but there might be a little chip in the hockey stick. Comes down a little bit, but it continues to go up. It's been the path for 10 years. It hasn't been this upward down cycle. There hasn't been this huge legal issues that show up in the business that brings it all down. It's been a continuous hockey stick with a little bit of chips in the stick. We're in a chip. Last year was maybe a chunk. Who knows? Yes, it's hard. It was hard for me. I was stressed. I had to work a lot more than I wanted to at the end of the year. But I knew that I'm okay. I'm still doing what I believe in. I know that this is down right now, but everything that comes down, the only place it's going to go is back up again. And guess what? We'll probably have a little bit of a chip and lull again. It's a natural. It's business. Hi, it's a business. I don't know any company out there in the world that hasn't struggled with a lull at some point. The people who freak out and jump ship as soon as a little bit of water splashed onto the boat and they think now the boat is sinking, those are the ones I don't want on the team. I don't recruit salespeople. I've had people come to me who want to join with me as a coach, and they are outright old school network marketers, just drive for sales, money, 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 and they didn't see the vision that I was painting for them when I was telling them the real purpose of what I do, and what I encourage my team to do. They don't like that. And so I told multiple people, I don't think we're a right fit, because I know that that person is only going to be here for a short time. And then they're going to jump to another network marketing business. Sadly, I just discovered, not going to make it too evident, but there was a group of people that left Beachbody about 4 or 5 years ago. They were pretty prominent figures within Beachbody, founding coaches pretty much. Founding coaches, as we all understand, is only an expiration date. But they went to a brand new, shiny business that started. And they brought people over with them. People jumped ship because there was a little bit of splashing water coming on. And they went over to this new opportunity so they could be a founder. And then I just saw 2 days ago that there was a post where they were promoting a different product. And I wait a minute. And I researched. They're no longer with that other network marketing company now. And I went to research their friends, the group of people that they went with. They aren't with that network marketing business anymore either. They are now with another new one. Because once you chase the shiny object, the grass greener, trying to constantly find that silver dollar, that's what you're focused on. And unfortunately, once you leave what is in your belly and you focus on something that is immediate gratification, yeah, it might get you a lot more money in the bank account real quick. Sometimes I know people need that. And it's not wrong to want to make money. It's not wrong to make money. It's not. But what are you doing it for? That's where I may disagree. What's in your belly? So the swings, we talked about that. The fourth point, loyalty, trust, and relationships. When you jump, when you switch, new company, new product. This one's now amazing. No, that one's not amazing anymore. This one's amazing now. Oh, that's not amazing. This one's amazing. When you have that cycle, you lose all credibility. You lose relationships. You lose loyalty and trust with people because they trusted you when you said that product was the best. And now you're saying, nope, don't get that anymore. Get this. When you constantly keep moving and not trusting the one that feels good, that's the lifestyle that you want to live. When you don't trust that, you're damaging those relationships and your reputation. It's going to be harder for that reason. And again, I study a lot of this, and I see so many network marketers from different companies in a new company, in a new company, in a new company. And I can't believe a word they say. Everything they say, everything they teach, I can't believe any of it because I've seen you jump so many different times to the next best thing. So it doesn't make sense to me. It proves you're chasing something that I'm just not on board for. The fifth point is what you give comes back. That was my fifth point. I said it earlier, but everything that you're putting out there is going to come back to you tenfold. What are you putting out there? I hope it's to lift people to a place of confidence. That's a feeling that just feels so good. When you have someone come to you out of the blue and tell you, I love that post you put up today on your Facebook page. I really needed that. I was having a bad day. And because I visited your page, you really changed my day. Even something as simple as that means you're impacting people's life. To impact someone's life, to have someone say, because of you, you changed my life. What opportunity in life do we have that allows us to do that? A lot of jobs have the ability to be able to do that. A lot of jobs have a lot of ability to do that. Service people, nurses, caretakers, there's so many jobs. But jobs, unfortunately, are very restrictive for time and freedom and flexibility. The only other way to really make those big impacts is doing for yourself. And when you're doing that for yourself and you're leading from a place that is good, that is going to change someone's life. That's where you're going to make that impact.